What's going on, guys? Unfitting Cross here, come back with another video. In today's video you'll be seeing me discussing FengMinIsDaddy, or by some, feelings. Honestly, I didn't really feel like this video was going to really be as necessary as I thought at the time, but now I think it is, due to the fact that we are still engaging with this said individual. Disclaimer, there is a lot of issues being discussed in this, and there are some crude language that you will see and or hear. So please be aware that if you are underage or you can't deal with the said language, please click off now or just go into it being fully aware. To go on from this point, I just want to let you know that this is going to be broken up into 3 parts: a liar, a hypocrite, and a harasser. This is 3 things that I think are the biggest things about Feng that not a lot of people are either talking about or not discussing, due to the fact that they feel like it's personally attacking him, when in reality I'm just showcasing it because he has personally attacked me and my friends about stupid stuff. He's trying to make stupid comments, saying stupid things, harassing people, saying horrible, crude things to them and or about them and or about their personal figure or whatever it is. Honestly, I will be breaking this up into those 3 categories, going in detail, trying to show proof where I can, videos if I have to, etc., etc. And without further ado, let's get into the first one: a liar. So now we're in a liar. How he starts off being a liar is, for starters, he was saying he was friends with Spook and Jukes. If any of you know him, he's a Twitch streamer that is a pretty average, DVD player. He's pretty fun to watch, very entertaining, and he has very interesting, expectations from the game. And honestly, we all love him, if anyone knows who he is. And Feelings, or FengMinIsDaddy, believes he and him are friends. I will show this picture right here to showcase the fact that he is messaging Spook and Jukes, but there's no reply. He's avoiding trying to send pictures beforehand, conversations he might have had, and or after fact. We got in a party a while later after him saying that I was being a homo about the fact. I can show the pictures and or audio after this section to showcase that. And honestly, I felt that was kind of ridiculous because I'm like, dude, if you're saying you're a friend of Spook and Jukes, why not prove it? I literally see just strictly messages to him, but no replies and or previous conversations, just nothing. And honestly, I believe it's not even the real Spook and Jukes, just for a few reasons, but at the same time, it is spelled about the same, so it's hard to really guess without having proof beyond that he hasn't showcased. Honestly, that also pissed me off that he believes he is also a comp player. If any of you know, he has proclaimed himself to be a competitive player, and honestly, I don't understand because he says he's played in leagues and or competitions of some variety, but in reality, he hasn't. He's not in any league. He tried to backtrack a little bit at some point in a party and or something that I couldn't get exactly anything from beyond just the one image that I'm showing, that he's a comp player. And he's trying to deny the fact that he's like, oh, I just play in my area or with friends or something like that. It's been a while. But I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Why are you saying you're a comp player, but in reality, you're not? Like, how does that make sense? And then he decides to say also later that he only loses because of internet connection and or unfair hosting. I don't get how that really works because that just doesn't work. I'm like, yo, why are you proclaiming these things but then backtracking using things that contradict yourself? I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. And frankly, it kind of upsets me to see people go out of their way to say a lie and then try to justify it and or backtrack to make it seem like he wasn't actually lying. He was just misinterpreting it for per se. And honestly, the one thing that also interests me on why he's a liar is the fact that he constantly says he's a ladies' man because he isn't. Every girl, as I'll say in the harassment section of this video, that he either gets rejected or ignored and proceeds to bash the women, insult the women, or threaten them, and or stalk them even. It's horrendous. Like, yo, you can't say you have all these girls, but every single one I've seen and or heard from, they've said you stalked them, insulted them, hurt them in some way, verbally, or sent them stuff to make them feel terrible. It doesn't make sense. Fengmin, I'm sorry, but this is horrendous. It doesn't make sense. You go out of your way to hurt people with your lies, and it doesn't go anywhere. It makes you look stupid once you're proven wrong, and it's harder to keep track of those lies. And that is why you are backtracking, why you were trying to justify it with other sources, and or saying it's just a flat out lie. All right? It doesn't benefit anyone, and it hurts people more than anything. And honestly, I don't want to go into the liar section too much more, honestly, because I'm just going to showcase a couple clips, maybe a video or two, and then we'll go into why he is a hypocrite.
Well, that's how stupid you are, dude. Like that's how stupid he says. Oh, you attach the videos, bro. You're gonna attach like the thing with the kid that says I said something in a party chat vocal. Like who cares about that kid? You're losing your time. Send the video. Or you're gonna say the princess thing like who cares, dude? These people actually deleted things that others he doesn't even know. So why would you put that? Put the real things. Don't put like oh 50-50 that it's that. Like who cares?
I don't think you understand that if you go in a party, you would actually probably clear yourself up a little bit. Hell, I'll even put whatever you say into the video. How about that? I don't care. Just go in a party. You'll probably help yourself out a lot more that way, bro. So I'm just trying to clear this up. Since you have a lot to say on messages, go in a party with me. I don't care if it's in the complaint department or here. Just let's wrap this up so I can get to the video. And I'm going to start a party here, and then you can join. We can chill out, and you can say whatever you need to say so you can stop crying, please. Don't even want to go into a party to defend yourself. Wow, you are really helping your cause. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to go back to editing, having a good time in my day. You do whatever weird stuff you're doing. Cool. Bye.
Oh, real? You're stupid. You're stupid trash. How is that real when I just told you it wasn't party vocals? Like you can't even prove it. You know, like how stupid you sound like, kid. Like, bro, you sound like 12, dude. Chill out. Like, start by making sense and having some IQ. Yo, like, I'm marking my words. I told you you have negative IQ. Look at you right now. What? You're not even making sense. It's all real, bro. What are you talking about? Do I sound mad right now? Bro, I'm chilling. I gotta work right after, so I cannot be mad over like childish trashes like trying to make sense when they don't make sense. You feel me? Like, nah, I'm not salty either. I'm just telling you what's up with you. Like,
All I'm hearing is mad salt, dude. I've been chilling. All right, you're being very salty, profane. You're not helping your cause, dude. Like really, just go into a voice chat. Seriously, we can end it. Whatever. Like you're saying, I have a negative IQ, but you're the one keep going. Like literally, all this chat is just you spamming me about this. Like, what's wrong with you, dude?
are you gay? I'm in the shower, buddy, and I'm gonna work after. Like, I'm not like you lying over things. All I see is main it. No, I'm in the shower. I'm not gay, dude. Like, I'm not gonna talk to a boy directly when I can hear him. Like, just stop.
How is it gay to just be in a party chat and actually speak your mind and get it out of the way so you can stop crying over messages? Like, are you gonna turn on the camera or something? Like, what? How's it gay?
Alrighty, now we're in a hypocrite. In my opinion, he is a pretty hardcore hypocrite, at least in a couple areas, due to him saying, for example, sending hate to him. If you watch some of those beginning pictures of chats and stuff at the very beginning of the video, you would have seen a couple instances where he is sending a lot of hate to us, a lot of messages. There are some points in my stream where he says to kill themselves to somebody and a bunch of other profane stuff. And honestly, it's kind of ridiculous because then he starts to complain to me how people are attacking him and it's stressing him out, making him kind of scared, feel like he's, hyperventilating and stuff like that and just not feeling good. And honestly, I find it ridiculous. Like why are you playing that? Like, you are literally doing exactly what you're complaining about. Why do that? Why go out of your way to, oh, he hit me, he's like playing, oh, he's like the younger brother, quite literally. He's like, oh, I'll do all this stuff to annoy you, but then go out of my way to do it, but then cry a river once it happens to me. It's like, why? What do you gain from that? I don't get it. Honestly, he is a hypocrite in that sense, and it's so annoying because I hate people that do that. It's like, yo, bro, double standard. If you don't want it to happen, don't do it yourself. Simple as that. And don't go attacking people. Like, you're literally complaining, oh, it's justified because people are doing it to me, and oh, it's my retaliation, and it's kind of funny in some ways. And I'm like, but you don't find it funny when it happens to you. You try to take that into account and say, good content, might as well, and then go do it yourself. Why? What does that prove? What does that do? It literally causes an environment like DBD's community where it's already toxic and you're making it worse and complaining when it happens to you, but enjoy it when you do it. Like, what? And it's just like, you go out of your way to do it. Like, he literally goes out of his way to attack Face Camp and all these other people, but then says, oh, but they attacked me first and all this. And I'm like, it doesn't matter who started it. It's the fact that you complain that all these things are happening, but you're literally instigating it. You're literally going ahead, making it into something. You could stop it. You can block them. You can do whatever and all this stuff, and you won't have it happen to you. But yet you go out of your way to cause drama in those aspects. You are being a complete and utter hypocrite by complaining about things that you do yourself and go at extreme extents compared to everyone else. What does that help with? What does that do for everyone else? You literally are being a toxic human being that no one wants to be around. People know you in the community as someone toxic and horrendous, a terrible human being. I was trying to defend you in the stream, bro. I was going out of my way, man, and honestly, I regret it. I'm hearing from friends, random people that join our community, and a bunch of other things, and they know you because you're toxic. You get angry about the littlest of stupid things that you literally can fix yourself and or ignore because it's not important. But you go out of your way to make it something it's not. Like, my man, I'm sorry, and I'll show these proofs throughout this part because honestly, I'm just perplexed that someone can go out of their way to cry a river about things they do themselves at such a horrendous state. A grown man crying about these things. Like, dude, get over it. It's just a game. It's just an environment. It's literally something you should not do in the first place. Don't go out of your way to bash people when you don't want it to happen to you. Simple as that. And I feel you need to understand that. So, honestly, I'll end this hypocrite part with just the fact that he helps instigate with everything. He makes it happen and then gets upset when it happens to him. He cries for mom. And honestly, it's perplexing how stupid it is, honestly. And I'll showcase some stuff throughout this, maybe in some videos after this part, but I'm going to just end it here, leading into a harasser. Alrighty, now we're finally in the a harasser. Honestly, it's not really just to women. It's to guys and or girls and or younger and older, it doesn't really matter. But primarily, he likes to threaten certain girls that I do know, which are the bigger issues, in my opinion. He's personally manipulated and insulted Princess, for example, Princess TV. He likes to say that they were boyfriend girlfriend, had a relationship, and honestly, it went to be very insulting because he said she was just fun, and that, you know, it's nothing too crazy. And there was Star Kill 'em where he he liked to threaten and insult them, and also a couple that in general he went ahead and harassed them. I don't know the whole story behind the whole harassment thing, but he proceeded to say very sexual innuendos, let's say, to them, and the boyfriend had to get involved. They went to a party, didn't have it recorded, and proceeded to have a very big issue on their hands because he proceeded to say very vulgar and derogatory things. Boyfriend got involved, the girlfriend's very upset about it all, very pissed off all around, and honestly, he was going ahead to instigate it. He literally, as I said previously in the very first, a liar. He likes to try to get with girls online or, you know, get attention from them. And honestly, when they start to ignore him and or show no interest in him, he does proceed to go ahead and either stalk them via online sources and media, or, for example, goes ahead and sends them very mean and just derogatory messages. I'm going to be showing this throughout the way, certain examples, and honestly, FengMin and or feelings, whichever you want to call yourself, or Nesquick, there's so many names. What is your deal? Why, at least in the girls aspect, why is it that you keep coming up with all these other girls in the community, threatening them, stalking them, asking very weird and vulgar things like, Why? Like, dude, if they say no or they're not interested, move on. Don't even try if you feel like it's not necessary. It's rude, derogatory, and just all around just not okay. Don't go ahead thinking, oh, they'll, give in, I'm a little savvy man, whatever. And honestly, it's just weird. Honestly, I shouldn't be hearing from friends and or people joining my community or the complaint department or whatever and hearing your name come up over and over and over again saying, oh yeah, he tried talking to me, he tried doing this, or this happened and he said these things and it upset me and all this stuff. It's like, bro, like, why are you going that far? Why are you being toxic and or being a creep? What's the point? Where does it get you in life to enjoy breaking down and hurting people and or pushing your little limits with females and guys with insults and toxicity to get off on it and say, yeah, this is just great entertainment, I love seeing salty people, it's so fun, and oh, it's just a game, they shouldn't take it so seriously, and oh, it might have not happened, where's the proof, oh ho ho. My man, the proof comes out once enough people keep coming out without having coordination saying the same things. Yeah, he's a creep, he's a stalker, he likes to be toxic, he likes to be rude. Yo, man, this has been going on for months. And even when I knew you, it was going on for maybe 2 months prior. So this is like maybe 6 months worth of stuff, 5 months worth of issues I've been hearing of the same person called Feng. Even when you got banned or suspended or whatever on PlayStation or whatever game or whatever, you still had issues. And I may be happy that you got a girl now. And if you're happy with this girl, if she is real or whatever, I don't know, great. But why go ahead and hurt females and go in to try and ruin relationships with females and or guys just to enjoy the toxic environment? I'm just gonna end it there. I just wanted to get it out because honestly, it's just infuriating knowing people I know having to deal with the same guy over the same issues over long periods of time, a multitude of people, whether female or male. It's horrendous, honestly. He likes to harass people, instigate bigger events. It might be a little bit of assault, and then he's like, oh, you're trash, you're really bad, and then makes it a bigger issue to cause maybe more assault. But nevertheless, that's the end of the harasser, and I'll do a quick sum up at the end of this. But Feng, please fix your shit. Simple as that. So, here we are in the conclusion. And honestly, it's appalling knowing that FengMin genuinely is a liar. He lies about the people he knows, what he does, the girls he talks to, the relationships he's have, even though all those same girls, or at least some of them, say the total opposite. He's a creep, he's weirdo, he stalks me on media, whatever, sends hate to guys and girls alike, and just honestly just not being okay. It's disgusting. Feng, it's not okay. You need to change. Think about this video and not just think of a way to contradict it or to say, oh, this is lies, this isn't my personality, why are you trying to showcase me in a bad light? Don't even. Honestly, I'm gonna be uploading the stream and they'll be seeing everything in perfect alignment as the stream goes, everything as it's shown, everything as it's discussed with all the explanations, everything. It's not going to change anything. You need to take this as an opportunity to look towards a better, different version of you and grow. You need to change. The community knows you as a toxic, vile human being, and I agree. All the things I've been hearing past the time we last talked, you have been worse. Or you at least have more that I learned about. I try to defend you In that stream, I showed messages showing care, listening to you, and all I got back was that you're worse than I thought. That ain't okay. You tried to convince me that you were something different, and I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. And learning your vile side, how you were faking having a relationship with Spook and Jukes and or comp life, and honestly, those are speculation at best, maybe. Honestly, who knows? You might know Spook. Who knows? But in reality, those messages, you didn't prove it. You didn't try to prove it. And frankly, when it comes to the comp thing, you didn't try to prove that either. If you want to prove anything about yourself, you should have done it. Now, everything could be just an excuse and or a lie at this point, from what I hear. All the things I'm learning is horrendous. It's embarrassing, really, that I have to acknowledge the fact that I tried to defend you with all these people saying otherwise. It's embarrassing. I need you to take this video as a chance to progress yourself. Don't try to defend yourself. Don't do anything. Accept it. Even say sorry if you want. And move on. Simple as that. Just move on. From here, I'm not going to really waste anyone's time. I'm going to be ending it. But just acknowledge the fact that Feng, you need to change. You're a vile human being to the community and the personalities involved, and you need to see a different light. But without further ado, have a good one, guys.
Is it too much to ask for?